Hey, what's up? It's Bo from 1 Million Cubs. Down in my basement, digging through some boxes. This is a lot of stuff that is just not really, obviously not part of my collection, but I do like to keep it around because old Beckett's are great reference material. This is from November '89. Kevin Mitchell, Will Clark on the cover. My guy, Jerome Walton, on the back cover. It's great to go back and see what the prices were on cards. I tweeted out the other day, 88 score traded. Mark Grace was $24. Greg Briley was $3. Ricky Jordan $5. So it's fun to go back. So I save all the old Beckett's. This is a baseball cards magazine from February '89 with Canseco on the cover. Most of these I bought in a collection a few years ago. Gary Sheffield with a story on the '89 Fleer Billy Ripken. Here's an old one with Griffey Jr., Baseball Card Price Guide. That's from August of '89, so that's an early Griffey cover. Roberto Clemente in the cover of the May '89 Beckett. This is a Transformer. Not sure where this came from. Don't know anything about the Transformers. Collected them when I was a kid in the '80s. Here's some binders. I used to go to the Goodwill store to buy binders for my collection. After acquiring about 100, I kind of gave up because now they're mostly down here in the basement. This I got in a collection several years ago. It's from Miller Park's inaugural season, 2001. It's a large commemorative bottle, nothing in it. It does open. It's plastic. So if there's any Brewers fans, anything in here that you see that you may want to trade Cubs for, I will definitely trade anything in here that's not Cubs related. Obviously, I'm collecting Cubs. There's a hanger. Here's a glass, Colorado Rockies. This is from their inaugural season, 1995. Just a drinking glass. There's some Brewers thing in there at the bottom. Monopoly, Here and Now. What else do we have? A bunch of pictures that probably upset some of my high school classmates if I posted those on Facebook. More pictures. Here's a book. I think I got this for Christmas this year on the American League. Just kind of a coffee table book. Pretty cool. Nice pictures inside. Frank Robinson. Rest in peace. More magazines. For some reason, I hoard magazines. I don't know why. Here's a Holy Cow Lemon Lime Soda. It's a full can. There's no liquid in it. This is probably from the mid-'80s. There's no date on it. Yeah, I'd say mid-'80s for that. This box, there's really not much in this one. This is a bat holder. Not sure if somebody made this for me or what. Hangs on the wall. It's got a little Cubs logo. You can put a baseball there, a hat. It's got a holder for a bat. Some old media guides from back when I worked in radio. This is Notre Dame basketball from Luke Zeller, Luke Herringody, 0809. An Auburn basketball media guide from 0809. Here's some old sport magazines from 85. It's Kirk Gibson with the Tigers. Lyle Alzado, December 83 with the Raiders. Here's Hall of Fame. Who will make the Hall and who won't? It's Pete Rose covered up by the mailing labels. Gary Carter, Reggie Jackson on there. Some Sports Illustrated, more recent, 2015. Arnold Palmer from 2016. Here's a Fournette. Here's a sport magazine from 85. Ralph Sampson, Doc Gooden, Joe Montana. Oh, what else? More pictures. Yeah, this one is kind of a junk box. Athlon basketball, college, 12-13. I was actually working in college hoops at that time. 2013-14. Oh, nice. Khalil Mack on the cover of that Monday morning quarterback. Ali. 2015-16 college basketball. Usain Bolt, Dak Prescott. So, yeah, mostly magazines in that box. The Random Transformer tour. And the book on the American League. So, this other box, a lot of this stuff down here is magazines. This is a cool book, High School Basketball in Illinois, 100 Years of Madness. Here's the Don Mattingly from May 90. This is what I had posted on Twitter with the Mark Grace 88 score, $24 price. Swimsuit issue from 2015. This is pretty cool. I was heavy into TTM autographs back in 07, 08, that era, 09. So I had this like photo album thing. It's mostly been gone through. This is an 81 program. I think my mom found this in like the dollar bin at a garage sale or something. I'm not even sure who. That might be Bill Buckner's autograph. 81 program for the Cubs, partially filled out. Here's a TTM return Carbon Fan Zone. So thank you for writing. Good luck. Picture of the Cubs. Also has a snapshot of his music career. This was signed by Paul Schrammka. This came out of a magazine in the 80s. Might have been a Vine line. He was the last Cub to wear jersey number 14 before Ernie Banks. So he signed that. Oh, what else? I think that's a journal from junior high. Won't share that. Here's some pictures, just magazine pictures of, looks like that's Ruben Amaro, senior, who signed some photos out of magazines. This is a River Bandits ticket stub from 2000, and that's signed by Juan Cruz, who was a Lansing Lugnuts pitcher, Cubs prospect, and he signed that for me. They played Lansing that day in the Quad Cities. Donnie Veal signed a 2007 Peoria Chiefs pocket schedule. Not much else in here. Jeremy Papelbon signed some index cards to Bo. Jeremy Papelbon, I customized those with a couple pictures. He also signed a ticket stub for me, Peoria Chiefs game against the Beloit Snappers. In 2007, it was his 7th pro career win. He added the date, 6507, Jeremy Papelbon. Brother of Jonathan Papelbon. He was a Cubs prospect. Jeremy was. Paul Schrampka, who I showed earlier, answered some questions for me. I asked him what his best memory was from pro baseball, and he said 2 pinch hit home runs in 1953 spring training against the Giants and White Sox. And I asked him who his favorite teammates were. He said Bob Kelly and Elvin Stablefeld for the Des Moines Bruins. They were the AAA Cubs affiliate back in the 40s. So that was some TTM stuff. It used to be much more full, but over the years I've taken things out to display. Issue of the Heckler, kind of an onion type newspaper from Chicago. It's from 2007. Here's a sport magazine, Reggie Jackson on the cover from 82. Remember these? Oh, wow, flip cams. They actually had pretty good video quality. This was back in my radio days, probably 2008, 2009. So, some cards. Wade Boggs. Looks like it's still sealed. Looks like there's strips of 3. Any Boggs collectors or Red Sox collectors, I'll trade this for Cubs. Ricky Henderson. This was a great Beckett cover. September 90. The yellow outline around Ricky. Carlton Fisk was on the back cover. Baseball Card Magazine with B.J. Surhoff on the cover from 88. Here's a baseball card price guide with Sandberg Rhino, October of 90. I think I ended up taking all the – oh, I didn't. Still has the cards in it. Roberto Alomar, Frank Viola, Kelly Gruber. And the others – where are the others? There's another side. There should be another side. I do have a few of these left. Just those 3? That's odd. So I have some of those oddballs. I can trade U.S. News with Michael Jordan on the cover from 97. Baseball America I've subscribed off and on throughout the years. I think my first subscription was like 2001. This issue has Benintendi and Betts. It's from about a year and a half ago, March of 2017, so 2 years ago. Baseball America with the home of the Braves. That's from 2017. I think that's the last time I subscribed. Here's some old high school football program from 1973, Bettendorf, Iowa. Hempstead is Dubuque, Iowa. This is a softball program from the early 70s. That's fast pitch. Ken Griffey Jr., sports cards from May 97. I don't think there's cards in these. Those are kind of cool, those oddball cards out of the magazines. Here's Piazza on the cover of the 96 issue of Beckett. Here's a Beckett with Ripken from 95. I ended up throwing a lot of old Becketts away. I kept some random ones. Here's Ozzie Smith from 96. Beckett Baseball Card Plus, 2003. Hideki Matsui on the cover. Here's another Baseball America from 2017. Jessica Mendoza on the cover. Oh, let's see. Some more Baseball Americas. I'll trade these two if you're interested. This is Albert Pujols. Looks like this is this Benintendi? That is, yeah, Andrew Benintendi from 2017. So it looks like these are all 2017. Stanford, Colton Hawk, and Tristan Beck. Here's Ahmed Rosario. Here's Tebow. I think this is Hunter Green. Yeah, Hunter Green and Brendan McKay. Yeah, so mostly magazines. Let me see if I can find if there's anything else. This is official NCAA record book from 2007. Looks like a lot of magazines in here. Here's a card set. Looks like it's been partially open. 1990 Oakland Athletics team set. 90 tops. There's kind of a bunch of junk in here. This is when I worked in college basketball from the Sun Bowl basketball tournament in El Paso. Alcorn State, Denver University, UTEP, and Western Illinois played in that. South Dakota State basketball program from 2014. Some newspapers. Here's a Cubs, or no, Old Time Baseball Journal with Cubs on the cover. ESPN magazine with Derrick Rose. Some another journal, the Cubs. 8x10 of Pat Tabler in Iowa Oaks uniform. It's pretty crappy resolution, if not in good shape. Here's a newspaper from Peoria on the 2008 Chiefs. Ryan Sandberg was the manager of that team. My buddy Matt Wheaton down in Galesburg sends me a bunch of stuff from those days. Basketball magazine honoring Johnny Kerr. Here. Some more newspapers. Sports page. It's in 2002. Chicago Baseball with Aramis Ramirez. A lot of junk in here. Soriano. Bean Brawl, Andre Dawson. And you'll wonder why my wife wants me to clean this place out. Jeez. What do we have? Some Sports Illustrated. I think a lot of these will be fighting the recycle bin. Mike Piazza on Baseball Digest. Here's a 64 Topps Giant, Albie Pearson of the Angels. Throw that in the trade box. The Griffey Baseball Digest. Neon Dion. Beckett from 92. The Vine line. Here's another same picture. Sporting News. That's actually from 91. That picture was taken in 88. Jim Lefevre on the cover of Vine line from 93. That's from the Sun Bowl. Here's tape on that. I don't know where this tape came from. Nasty. This is Peoria Chiefs from the Clubhouse issue from 2008. That's Kyler Burke on the cover. Not sure who the pitcher is in that. So that's kind of what's in these two boxes. Here's an old Redbird Century messed up copy. What do we have here? These are all from when I worked in college basketball. I kept all the credentials. Summit League Tournament, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Valley Football. It's for all the games. Here's my pass from the the Wisconsin game a couple years ago. Western upset the Badgers. Here's a pass for training camp for the Bears. What's this one? Oregon State. Played them in a postseason tournament. Some of my old business cards from when I worked at the newspaper. Here's a pencil, Los Angeles Raiders pencil. Some other random IUPUI in Indianapolis. Here's some ticket stubs. Oh, let's take those are fun. Ticket stubs are always fun. There's a lot of them. So let's see what ticket stubs are in here. It's always fun. I haven't gone through these in a long time. This is the girls basketball state finals from 2008-2009. WCW Thursday Night Thunder from the Mark of the Quad Cities. This was in July of 1999. Tickets were $36 for this. Wow, that seems pricey. Row 13, seat 1. This is my K100 Macomb Skating Party 2005 ticket. Here's WWE SmackDown ECW. I don't even remember going to this show. It was in 2008. Oh, $42 for that ticket. Here, this was my second ever WWF event. It was the Attitude Adjustment Tour, June 8th, 1996. Row 8 at that show. Here's a River Bandits ticket. Quad City River Bandits against the Kane County Cougars, 2002. Quad City Mallards, they were the hockey team. That's from 2002. A couple more of those. Another River Bandits ticket against the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Oh, here was Jim Cornette calls them outlaw shows for wrestling. World League Wrestling. Oh, this was put on by King Harley Race. This was in Saturday, March 10th. This was probably 2004, 2005. Ted DiBiase Jr. was training before he made his WWE debut. Okay, training camp. More River Bandits tickets against Cedar Rapids Colonels. Here's some Chicago White Sox tickets. Dirty. Play the Detroit Tigers from 2002. The Anaheim Angels. Another Anaheim Angels. Anaheim Angels. So that was fun. What else do we have? Here's a letter. I want to do a blog about this. This is from Braz Davis, who was a Cubs minor leaguer. Look at the length of the letter he wrote back to me. That was cool. I'm going to actually do a separate blog entry on this letter. Braz Davis, he was in the Cubs system in the 80s, late 80s. Played for the Peoria Chiefs in 88, 89. This is from this year, Cubs convention. Go Cubs Go from the WGN Sports. Sports Illustrated, Caitlyn Jenner, the Warriors, some old sport magazines, football from 84, some baseball managers from 84, Eric Dickerson, also 84, college football preview, Arizona State, 1984. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. That was not as fun as I thought it would be. I'm sorry. That was kind of a letdown. Not much in the way of memorabilia, just mostly magazines in those two boxes. These are all books in that box. Old cassette tapes from my broadcasting days. These are my Cubs baseball, autographed baseballs that I don't have cubes for. All goalies, hockey cards. I don't do hockey, so these will end up in a hockey box that I end up trading to somebody. I don't. If anybody wants these, I'll trade for cards. So that's about it. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry I bored you with a bunch of magazines and basically junk that is probably going to get thrown into the recycle bin in the next couple of weeks. So if there's anything in here that you saw that you would want, let me know. Just give me some Cubs cards. They can be a bunch of 1989 score cards. I don't care. I just want Cubs cards, and I just want to get rid of this stuff. So a lot of the magazines I'll probably pitch. I'll keep the Beckett's and the baseball card magazines, but some of these old sport magazines I'll probably pitch. Sports Illustrateds. I'll probably keep Baseball America because those are always fun to reference back to. But a lot of the stuff I'm gonna toss out here in the next few weeks. So let me know. Hit me up. Shoot me an email. Get me on Twitter. Make a trade for some of this garbage.